Hi. I'm just letting you know that I saw the anti-Muslim immigrant movie called Citizen Vigilante. And, well, I didn't find it boring. And after what's going on with the Muslims in Europe, mainly, like in England, with the grooming gangs and stuff like that Tommy Robinson's exposing, and what's happening in Germany and all the other Western countries that let the Muslims come in, I can see why the movie is becoming a hit. But you know something? As I sat through it, I thought this movie could be so much better. If the guy who was doing the killing really knew the Quran and the sayings of Muhammad, and that's a hadith, and before he did the killing, he would, instead of bringing up, say, the first part of Quran 424, which allows Muslims to rape someone's wife if she's their right hand possessed, their slave, or captured, or instead of bringing up Quran 65 verse 4, which allows Muslims to basically rape little girls, because it says you can divorce girls who haven't had a period, or bringing up Quran 328 and 6106, which allows Muslims to lie, or Quran 9:1 through 5, which allows Muslims to break peace treaties, or Quran 9:29, which allows Muslims to extort money, basically act like gangsters or mafia to kill non-Muslims until they pay up, start paying the extortion tax called the jizya. Well, instead of bringing things up like that from the Quran, I was thinking that the guy could say, he could hold the gun at them and say, you are killing and raping and mutilating people for a religion whose book, the Quran, teaches that the sky is without cracks, yet can crack and fall on us if not held up by Allah. You are raping little girls and killing people for a religion that teaches that non-Muslims are the worst of creatures, according to Quran 98 verse 6. But that same book teaches that we go through a blood clot stage. And according to Muhammad and Sahih Sound Hadith, that blood clot stage, as an embryo, is 40 days in duration. You can also say, it'd be kind of like that Samuel Jackson part in Pulp Fiction, where he goes saying, I will, he quotes the Ezekiel, something like that, but he bruthah-izes it, he definitely changes. But anyway, it would be something like that sort of thing. But it would be more, with the righteous anger of, you're killing and you're raping people, non-Muslims, because of a book that teaches that the sun has a place of setting, which according to Muhammad is a muddy spring, or a murky spring. That's in the Quran too. Anyway, I was thinking that if a movie, Citizen Vigilantes, like say sequel, something like that, put that in there, people go, oh my gosh, it really does teach that in the Quran? Yeah. It really teaches that in Hadith? Yeah. I was thinking maybe the Muslims would get out of Islam before this craziness actually happens. You know what I mean? Because people are really seeming to enjoy this guy shooting Muslims. And they only mention in all those clips I've seen, the guy only mentions, I teach Quran. He doesn't go into the detail of what it is that turns Muslims into monsters and rapists and terrorists and stuff like that. And what I could tell, there was no mention of just how badly the Quran and Hadith blow it, because that's the key to help end all this crap. Is if the Muslims and people can find out just how badly the Quran blows it with science and reason and ethics, I'm hoping that it will make it so people will expose that, and then all this bloodbath that's coming. It's a bloodbath that's coming. Especially if they make it so there's a reverse Sharia law. I don't know if you know this in Sharia law, but in Sharia law, a Muslim can kill a non-Muslim, especially if he's not paying the extortion tax called the jizya, and there's no problem. But if there's a reverse Sharia law where non-Muslims are armed and they can shoot Muslims if they want to, and no jail time or anything like that, that would end Islam, because that's how non-Muslims disappear they vanish in Muslim countries because they don't want to pay the extortion tax, and they don't want to get killed for not paying it and stuff like that. So when Muslims get strong in number, the non-Muslims leave. And so all you need is a reverse Sharia law where non-Muslims are armed and Muslims are killed if they're caught with the weapons, stuff like that. That would cause a reverse Sharia. But I was thinking, they make these movies, but they expose just how badly the Quran blows it with science, and then maybe all this horrible stuff can. I want to tell you something. We wrestle not against flesh and blood kind of Christian, and I really don't think Muslims are the problem. I think it's Islam that's the problem. You get rid of Islam, you're not going to have this problem. That's what I think. So that's one of the reasons why I expose how badly the Quran and Muhammad blow it with science. Yeah, I think Muslims know just how badly. I think they know that they are allowed to lie, thanks to Quran 328 and 6106, and park little girls, thanks to Muhammad marrying a 6-year-old and stuff like that. And they don't care. But I think they do care when they know how bad, if they find out just how badly the Quran blows it with science and ethics. Bye.